to do a 44 this year and be on the front row, it's a big step. We did have a few issues in qualifying as well, but managed to put a half decent lap together, and yeah, over the moon to be on the front row, and big thanks to the boys for that, really.
During the session you were in and out of the garage. Can you talk us through what you were working on and the problems you were experiencing perhaps?
Yeah, we made some modification to the front of the bike after FB3, and we had a lot of vibration on the outlap. I initially thought it was a flat front tyre. Every time I braked, would literally just set the bike off into a wobble. I basically got through Q1 and Q2. The boys found a small modification that helped the matter. But basically all the way through to Q3 I was still getting it, but only into the Druids at the very last part of the brakes. And I was saying to Luke, it probably actually helped my lap time because I overbrake way too much into there, where with the problem that we had, it stopped me from overbraking. So yeah, it was a small issue, but I think the boys have figured out what it is now, so we're looking pretty good for tomorrow.
Straight from Friday morning when we got the bike out, just been perfect for me. We've had our upgrade of our 2017 engine from Datatag, which we had last year's engine, so I think that's a massive step forward for me and Leon. So yeah, just happy to be on the front row. A little bit disappointed we didn't get the pole, but that was a bit of a monster lap from James, so fair play to him. And yeah, this weekend we've really done our homework with the race run, so yeah, just looking forward now to getting into race 1 tomorrow morning.
Really all weekend we've been struggling in sector 1. Luke's, that's his absolute strongest point, and our only saving grace was the fact that we were so strong in the last sector. And it's the last sector through the left, right and out onto clearways is more of a Yamaha part of the circuit. And the first sector, it didn't matter what I did, I just couldn't get it right. The data all looked fine, but we worked out that basically I was feeling that front was pretty buried and squashing the front tyre, and it looked fine on the data. And we looked at the front pot, which measures the travel, and it was out a little bit, so it was actually hitting the bottom of the forks. And once we started going harder and harder on the springs, we've gone up nearly 1 kilo on the front springs now. And every time we went up like 1/4 kilo, I could brake later, brake deeper. And then yeah, finally in that session, then we were able to just improve that first sector, which brought us a bit closer to Luke. I knew he'd be the danger man all weekend for 1 lap and for race distance as well. He's been strong on soft and hard tyres, so we've been focusing really on trying to get the lap time out of the 1. We knew the 1 would last, but I needed the lap time out of it. And I think we've got a good setting on both, to be honest. I don't think the 0 is going to last tomorrow. We did run it last year, but I don't think this year we'll be able to run it. So in free practice this morning, we did 15 lap run, and my best lap was lap 15, and we kept the tyre on, made a few adjustments, went back out, and we left the tyre in for the whole session on the hard tyre, and lap 31 was my best lap with a 45.2, which at the time was only 2/10 quicker than a 0 anyway. So now we're about half a second quicker on a 0 just for that 1 lap, but you do another lap and it loses the edge, so loses just the edge on the grip. So we're definitely going to run the 1, I think, and yeah, just stick our neck out and have a race for these boys. It's going to be a tough one, but it's BSB and it's always tough. So looking forward to getting the Macam Yamaha tomorrow and trying to get a podium for them.